This might be to what Reggie said, the piece to get you the piece, to then eventually get you the real piece, is the Mavericks picking up Goran Dragic. I know that this is a player that has been rumored to the Mavs for, I feel like we're going on like a good 6 years now, but he is somebody who will consistently take the three. He's somebody who could be a secondary ball handler.
Oh, we just want to bring all the Slovenians here is what's happening here, right?
I mean, does that really surprise you? You've heard how much Luka likes Goran Dragic, but I will say, outside of just Luka stuff, is he's been rumored with the Mavs for a really long time. So does Goran Dragic coming to the Mavericks do anything for you?
Not really. I don't.
It was like 6 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah. And I mean, he's an aging guy who loves Luka, and he's going to defer a lot to him. I mean, which everybody on this team has to. But he's not a lockdown defender for me. He can score, he can shoot the three, but he's not guaranteed. He's not. I'm looking at younger, stronger talent for the future. Maybe he's a good complement off the bench, way down the bench for me, but for me, he's not. It's not exciting for me.
Well, the one thing that I can say that I would like about that is, I mean, for one, like he is a proven ball handler. Like he really can be a general on the floor. And then one thing that I think we somewhat neglected last season with JJ Barea leaving is there wasn't like the locker room leader vet guy. You know?
Yeah.
And Goran Dragic can serve as that. He has been that type of player for a little while, and particularly in Miami, if you want to buy into the way that they do their culture and thing, he's one of those veteran guys that keeps that thing moving in that direction. So I think that could be an interesting proposition if you have that guy in your locker room to help be a little bit of a guide.
So this fascinates me from the 469, because at first I was like, well, that's not going to work. They said, Goran, Tyler Hero for Porzingis straight up. All right. So the number one reason that won't work is money. So you have to have the money within, I think it's 15 to 20%. I can't remember the specific, but it has to be like within a certain proximity. Tyler Hero makes very, very little money. Kristaps makes lots of money.
Sounds good. Do it.
So, okay, so that's not going to work from that perspective. Also, I wonder how much the Miami Heat think that they can get a better deal for Tyler Hero. But also, Goran Dragic has a club option. I don't think I've seen that it got declined yet. The thought is it's for $19.5 million. It'll get declined. But what they can do is they could opt in to that, and then that makes the money, you're not quite there yet, but that makes the money a lot closer. Or they could just give us another one of their garbage contracts. And I do kind of think you could get something like that done if you took on some of their garbage deals, because otherwise, I don't know if what the Heat would think about Hero for Porzingis straight up if monetary matches weren't a concern.
And by the way, in Dragic, Brunson, those are the same guy, right?
Yeah, I think that. I guess
any of those playing on the court at the same time?
I think that Dragic and Brunson could be your backup backcourt. Like when Luka went off, because then you would have a point A and point B person to handle the ball. Now you would be running smaller, but I do think that Brunson and Dragic could run on the court for 10 to 15 minutes.
Are you guys like Brunson is a key part of this team, or Brunson is? Like, where do y'all stand on Brunson?
I think Brunson is a key part of this team, but if you're moving up in the world of deals, he doesn't have to be. Like, I like Jalen Brunson, and I'm not dealing him off for nothing. But if we're getting to that next level of deal, he's in play for me.
And Reggie, if the talent around is better, do you love having Brunson on this team? And I understand what Kevin's saying is he might be a piece that you have to move on from to get what you want, but do you look at him and say, man, no, that's a great backup point guard for my team?
Yeah, Brunson's a solid backup point guard for sure. I mean, in the right instances, yeah, but I also think that his size is always going to be something that's going to be a little troubling. So if he could find a way to make that less of an issue, and especially I don't know how much I'm asking from him. Like, if he can make that defense better, sure, that could be a mainstay. But he's someone that's cool, and that absolutely I understand the concern of bringing in an older player to stifle his development. But I don't know if that's a guy that you make large decisions because of.
Okay.